packet now, and we say, play the game when you want to. Do not worry about being the first one to put in to win the prize. So what we do, the first person who puts in the completed games, wins a prize. Last person wins a prize. Well, then throughout the afternoon, we number them as they turn in. Let's give away a prize. I'll call it a number. Well, if you have that number on your sheet, that's the number you turn in, you win a prize.
Nice.
So we can put all the games in and not have to wait till downtime. And the vendor doesn't have to worry about, go away, customer, I'm busy doing this game. And some people love the games, but they do tend to do that.
Oh, you darn. So, but it keeps their interest up, and it keeps them from, it's kind of boring, I'm going to go home, or I don't want to see the rest of the deal. Now, I would imagine that the placement of the booths is very important to get the people to walk through the area.
For the most part, I start at one wall, 6-foot spots.
Mm-hmm.
Once I get that set, then I come out 4 to 5 feet and start another row of 6-foot spots.
Okay.
Then I start another row right behind that, so that you got them setting back to back.
Back to back as they come across.
And then I get another 4-foot to 5-foot gap, and then the final row. So the average of the places we go, I can get 8 to 10 people in a row.
Uh-huh.
So 4 times that's 32 people.
Boy, that's a good sized crowd. 32 in
and
that area.
It's basically a circle.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
The exciting thing is the next event, we have 2 size booths. You have your 6-foot booth with the one table.
Uh-huh.
We also have 10-foot booths.
Wow.
It's humongous in the Commons.
It's unbelievable what you can do.
I hear that you're going to do a podcast from there.
We're going to be there. We're going to
a birdie.
To do.
Must have been Roger. Roger
squealed.
Yeah,
did he again?
Squealed.
We have a rooster outside by the name of Roger. He kind of failed. He didn't park your car. But he's our valet rooster. And yes, Rooster squealed. Roger is a squealer now. Yes, we're going to be there. We're going to do a podcast. We're going to see if we can't get some of the vendors to talk to us, see what's going on, and just have a good visit and put it out.
I think that's incredible. So now,
well, of course,
do you
I'm
have
wonderful.
a booth there?
No, I don't have a booth there. Why would I have a booth there? I'm going to be talking to vendors. What part of the show did you miss?
Because I figured they were going to stop off at your table.
Well, we'll work on that.
I think you should have a booth there.
Oh, that's nice.
And you should promote, the podcast. I mean, you're talking to people all the time on the podcast, talking about how they need to promote their business. And now here's a brilliant opportunity, and you're going to back it up? Mr. Lee.
Now that you've filled out...
I have an application here.
Well,
See, it's wonderful. I think you need to give it to Bill, because Bill... Mr. Lee needs to fill it out.
Yeah, Mr. Lee needs to fill it out.
Well, we've also done you a favor.
Uh-oh.
I've made sure that nobody's being invited that would have to kill you for your knowledge.
Now, that helps. That right there was a big point. Because, everybody realizes how smart I'm not.
Now, I was teasing about the application,
Uh-huh.
but we do make everybody put in an application, including ourselves.
Yes.
Oh, that's interesting.
And the reason for that is the applications are what we use when we're assigning places and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And if I don't have the application there, I'm liable to forget, I forgot that so-and-so is supposed to have a booth. So it's very important, and very important to turn in the application, and it's very important that you know that I'm going to send you a confirmation.
Oh, okay.
Whether you have a complimentary booth or not, you get a confirmation. That's my way of making sure that I put your email address in there correctly.
Oh, that's nice. So is there going to be food there?
This time I don't know.
Whoops.
No. The reason I said that.
At the least, we're going to have Snack Attack,
Snack Attack.
and that's us.
Oh, how fun.
Snack Attack.
All
I like
kinds
the
of
name.
junk food.
Oh, well, there we go.
But I got a hold of boosters today from Mount Tahoma, and so we're just now in the process seeing we can't work out something with them because they were going to charge us extra to do the kitchen area at the school, and then we would have to have their workers there also, which we'd have to pay for.
Oh,
So the boosters are going to look into doing it because that's their area.
Right.
So in fact, I just talked before we came out, so I'm excited about that.
That is exciting.
Oh, I'm very excited. We are growing in knowledge.
Uh-huh.
And I don't want to ever say that we know it all because we will never know it all.
No.
And to me, it's exciting. Every time I learn something new, I get excited and I'm so happy.
And it makes it's really tough. A lot of people don't realize the hours that go into
Yes.
coordinating, putting this together, getting out there talking to people, and afterwards making it successful for the vendors so that they're happy to come back for another show. And by the sounds of it, you people must have done an outstanding job in that department after 9 years and still going strong.
Well, it's frustrating. It's taxing. It's stressful. But I wouldn't give it up.
Wouldn't
It's
give it
fun. It's fun. I love every moment of it. Even the moments when we yell at each other.
Oh, well, that's good, yes.
We just call that, refining the arts.
Refining the arts.
Can I back up for just a second to games?
Yeah,
Because
sure.
we're bringing back something we used to do that I'm really excited about. It's called the wrap-up game. And what we do is we take several items. Well, now we take a little piece of paper, it says pick a prize, and we'll wrap it and wrap it and wrap it and wrap it and wrap it. Well, it costs 50 cents to take a layer off. And whoever
Nice.
takes off the layer off that gets the prize, of course, gets to keep the prize.
Sure.
And there'll be several items hidden in there. And there's always at least one, if not two, fairly large size prizes. The rest are like little dollar store things. But we had vendors, we'd used to this before, and we had a couple of vendors who actually was having a war over it. She'd do her 50 cents, she'd do her 50 cents, and they didn't want to share it with anybody else. So finally made the rule that you can only do so many, then you have to let it go around the room. But what we do, and this has never happened yet, we have the rule that if it's not all the way unwrapped before the end of the day, they will raffle it off. So that it
Nice.
will be one way or another.
Sure.
And I'd love to tell you what the big prize is in this time, but nope, you got to come find out.
Oh, darn. I thought
They're
we'd
right
have
there.
an inside scoop on the show.
Well, the nice part about it is it starts out about the size of a silver dollar,
Shh! Don't tell
and
us
it
all.
might get as big as 3 feet by 3 feet.
Wow.
Oh,
It's a
wow.
lot of paper.
You're not supposed to tell them how small it can be.
We can be.
Oh,
No,
Can
see,
be.
he put the can be. The disclaimer was in there. So,
oh okay.
So you
That's
you
the
can't-
fun of buying a grab bag. You just don't know what's in there.
Right.
So,
It sounds like a great family event, and we hope that we have a good turnout, of course. Candace, you won't be there, right? It's probably one of
chances
the days,
are probably,
you know,
I'm,
you know how
I'm
you
probably
are.
not.
And the only
gonna be
reason
able to-
we have to use her house for the studio here at the Wild Child Workshop, because that's the only way I can get her here. Uber will not bring her. Uber will not. They will
I
no
have
longer
Mike's
bring
number.
her.
Did you not remember the podcast?
We had
did
a
with Mike?
podcast this morning at 8:00 with an Uber driver, and
Mike,
now
before
she's
breakfast.
disqualified. She's out of it. She can't call anymore. Candace, on the show, we always give Candace the last word because she's going to take it anyway. So let's wrap up the show. Go ahead and take the last word.
Well, I just want to thank you both for coming, and I love what you're doing. I think that your events can bring community together, and I think that, and we didn't even touch on that, but I
Right.
mean, it empowers. Yes, you got to say something.
I do.
Go ahead.
One sec. People often wonder, where does the money go that we get from the raffles?
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Part of the money we keep to help pay for new venues and the following thing. But I get very excited because what we do is we'll sometimes donate. We always donate it somewhere.
Sure.
A lot of times we'll just stick $5 in our pocket, several $5 bills, driving down the street, and someone will have a sign up. And our thing is this. If we can get the $5 out before the light turns green, it was meant for them to have it, so they get it.
Oh, yeah.
So we're always giving back.
I
So
bet.
even, people think, oh, you make so much money doing these things. Trust me, you don't make a lot of money. You don't. We put a lot of
No.
it back into it. If you figure in your gas, your time, your computer, your ink, no, we'd have to charge hundreds of dollars, and we will not charge. I think the highest we charge is $65 with electricity, and we will not go any higher than that. We are vendors as well as coordinators, and we know what it's like to have to pay that money out.
Sure.
And so, but the thing is, I wanted to impress upon, because people often ask us, what happens to the raffle money? And so I think it's important that people know that it does go back to the community one way or another.
That's wonderful. And we don't want to tell them what corner you're usually standing on because the light really goes
That's just because I'm
bang.
still
You can
from
make a
you.
lot of money. Yeah, that's
You know.
true. Well, we really appreciate you coming.
Oh, thank you for
It's been
having us.
a lot of fun on the show. We want to once again talk about
So
your.
give them a call at B&G sponsored events 253-831-7894.
That's great. And I'm going to give the closing word. Keep us smiling until we talk to you again.